Okay. Okay, you come to me? Yeah. You gonna come to me? Hi, you watching Dante's Boxing Nation. Okay. There you go. Ready?
Hi, you watching Dante Boxing Nation.
There you go. It's good, but it's a little too dark from, let me see. Let's try this from this angle. Come this way. Couldn't see your face when you come here. Okay, there, better.
Okay.
All right, ready? Go ahead.
Hi, you watching Dante Boxing Nation.
¡Para la raza! ¡México! 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 ¡México!
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So that right there was Rollie Romero chanting Mexico right after he called out Errol Spence, or said he wants to fight Errol Spence, as a deflection to turn down the Frank Martin fight. You know, when Errol Spence, when he first presented that challenge to Rollie Romero, I was really curious to see how Rollie would respond, because we all knew that he wasn't going to take the Frank Martin fight, but I wanted to know how was he going to try to justify not taking the fight. And I definitely have to give Rollie Romero credit for creativity points, because not too many people expected Rollie to use Errol Spence's name as a diversion. So while Rollie Romero, he called Errol Spence damn near everything in the book, called him ugly and how he would F him up, etc., etc., etc. That's what he said on cameras recently with Errol Spence not being present. Well, when Rollie met Errol Spence years back, clearly Rollie was a big Errol Spence fan, because this is the pictures that he posted on his Instagram. And he says, "We are the truth," meaning Errol Spence is the truth. That's what he was really saying. As you guys could see, there was no disrespect from Rollie Romero. There was no calling Errol Spence out of his name in person. Now, you guys know this boxing world is very, very small, so surely they're going to run into each other again. Errol Spence, he told Rollie Romero that "you're my son." It's going to be really interesting to see what happens when they meet in person again, because they most likely will. I want to close out with responding to what Rollie Romero said when he was basically trying to downplay the Frank Martin fight. Rollie Romero, he said, "Oh, you know, Errol Spence, he's just trying to promote his fighter." And then surprisingly, he admitted that Frank Martin is good. He knows firsthand, because he's been in the ring with Frank Martin. He sparred with him. And let me tell you, when a fighter has nothing but positive things to say about a guy he sparred with, that coincidentally is now challenging him to a real fight, that tells you that Rollie Romero was highly impressed with what he's seen in the ring. Now, when Rollie Romero says, "Oh, you know, Errol Spence, he's just trying to promote his fighter, etc., etc." Well, of course he is. Every promoter is supposed to promote their fighter. But the most important thing is this promoter has the confidence that his fighter can beat you right now. Because you also have a lot of promoters that don't have the confidence to put their fighters in the ring with tougher opposition. Not only that, but Rollie Romero, he knows the fact that Errol Spence is actually promoting Frank Martin. Not only does he know Frank Martin is a good fighter, but he has a promoter who is pound for pound one of the best fighters in the world, one of the biggest names in the sport. If Rollie Romero truly felt he could beat Frank Martin, that would be the exact fight you would want to take, because you're going to get a lot of respect for beating Errol Spence's guy. And Rollie Romero, he understood that. He knew that that was going to be a very, very difficult fight to win. But he's in a bad situation right now, because PBC, they don't often give you super easy fights, because there's so much talent when it comes to the PBC roster, and they pay you really well. So Rollie Romero, he's going to be forced to take another tough fight, because Al Haymon in the PBC series, they're going to continue putting pressure on Rollie Romero to take the toughest fights, to make the best fights available. And he's not going to be able to constantly keep telling them, "No, I want an easier opponent. No, I want an easier opponent." Now, they may allow him to take an easy fight coming off of the knockout loss to Gervonta Tank Davis. But once Rollie bounces back, he's going to be match tough, unless there is a lot of resistance, unless Rollie Romero just completely refuses to take tough competition. We'll see how it plays out. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, then this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Errol Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to erroldequis.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.
My name is Chris, and I'm all the way here from Anchorage, Alaska at Scalp Carolinas, and I'm here for my second treatment of SMP. Well, I was sitting at home one day and going over my Facebook page, and they have different, like advertisements popping up, and I saw one for SMP. And I saw some pictures of some guys, a before and after, and I was looking at that, and it caught my attention. So I Googled it. SMP, nothing showed up in my area. So, I did a little more research, and all of a sudden, Scalp Carolinas popped up in the web browser. So I started watching his videos and seeing all the reaction from all the other people. We talked on the phone, we made appointments and everything. I sent him pictures, and he looked at them, and I was like, "Can you fix this?" And, he pretty much said, "No problem." My first session, he made me feel extremely comfortable. It was almost like I was talking to family. He started, and during the whole treatment, we talked and, about our families and our life, and, and things that he does and things that I do. And before I know it, the first session was over. When you see someone doing something that they love, as much as I see Enoch Glover love what he does, it shows in his work. I wouldn't point anyone in any other direction but here to North Carolina, Scalp Carolinas, to get this done.
Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. So to get this hookup, make sure you follow and contact my man Scalp Carolinas on Instagram.